have never been a big fan of FPS games. I've played maybe 15 of them and the majority were years ago. Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Doom. So yeah, basically ancient games. In the last few years, I don't think I've played any at all. I'm not talking about games like Far Cry, but full-fledged first-person shooters. So why did I give Battlefield 5 a chance? First, the positive reviews. Second, the time period, and finally the way the game looks. I thought I was looking at a CGI trailer when I first got some of its gameplay. Since we are already talking about how the game looks, let's start there. The first two single player missions especially are in a league of their own. The lighting is just wow. I consider RDR2 to have the best lighting, but I think Battlefield 5's first mission is better. Of course, RDR2 has a much bigger world, so that's still very impressive. But Battlefield 5's high-res textures combined with the lighting is something you'll want to keep looking at. I was concerned for my console. I did not think it could handle it. It's not like the game has average performance either. It's top-tier visual quality combined with top-class performance. Let's move on to something else now, like how bad I am at this game. I'm usually decent at combat in most games, but as you can see, I'm really bad here, and this is me playing on medium. I have no problem sneaking through camps in actual stealth games, but here I couldn't sneak past a couple of enemies even if I gave it everything I had. So I may or may not have completed the first mission, just to let you know. I don't know if I'm that bad or have FPS games suddenly become Dark Souls with guns, because a decade ago I was cruising through Black Ops with no problems at all. Since it is a first-person shooter, let's see how good the first-person shooting is. I played this game right after Just Cause 4, so it was like playing The Witcher 3 after Cyberpunk. Gunplay felt so satisfying. The fluid aiming combined with powerful shooting was a treat from start to finish. Who knows, it might get even better if I learn to play it properly. This aspect of the game really makes me want to try out more of these games. Because in almost every game I play, I have a problem with combat. Combat is frustrating in Battlefield because I am not good. But in most games, especially in the last few years, it's frustrating because it doesn't work, simple as that. I was surprised melee takedowns aren't given as much importance. There's just 1 or 2 takedown animations I think. Especially with the game emphasizing stealth, I would have liked a more complex melee system. The emphasis on stealth surprised me as well. I loaded up the game expecting a full-on action 100 miles an hour game. In fact, I didn't even try to sneak through the first time. I just ran into the camp because I thought that was the right way to play the game. The mission that I loved the most was the third one, for reasons that have nothing to do with gameplay. Just putting yourself into the shoes of a soldier with all the grim possibilities felt much more real than the first two, where you feel like a typical video game protagonist. I must say, I loved the campaign a lot more than I thought I would. I haven't gone online yet. Well, I can't get through the single player mode. I don't even want to imagine what will happen to me if I go online. But I'm sure I'm going to keep playing this game for some time, and I'll be going back to previous installments as well. I think I'm finally starting to get FPS games. Leave some recommendations down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, subscribe, and if you want to support the channel even more, become a Patreon member. It means a lot. Thanks for watching and see you next time.